What is going on, you guys? Boss Stan Style here, and we are back with my WWE 13 universe. Now, it is time once again for the weekly television championship defense. Right now, X-Pac, as you can see, is the current television champion. He's also a two-time champion. Now, tonight, he'll be defending it on SmackDown. If you guys know the rules for the television championship, it has to be defended on Raw one week and SmackDown the next week. It doesn't really matter actually where it's defended. It just has to be defended every week. I like to give guys from both brands a shot. That's why that's why I have it like both brands. X-Pac is native to the SmackDown brand, but he has defended against Raw guys. He defended against David Otunga in his first reign. I believe he beat Drew McIntyre or something, but yeah, and he's withstood the test. So tonight he's going to take on a newcomer, and actually man who's wrestling his first match here tonight. As you can see, it is going to be Shane McMahon. I don't know if he's not coming out yet, but there he is. Shane McMahon will try his hand at the television championship. Can you imagine if Shane McMahon were to win the television championship in his debut match with the company? That would be something different. It really would. I can't wait to see this match. It's going to be awesome. Also, tonight we will have two more Royal Rumble Tag Team qualifiers that will decide who the other two tag teams are that will make their way into this match. And also, we heard it confirmed last week. We will have Jerry Lawler taking on Kevin Nash. And the winner of that will get themselves a spot in the Royal Rumble. It's another qualifier. We saw that deal made last week when Jerry Lawler came out and said, you know what, I'm retired, but I'd always like to go in the Royal Rumble again. So if I can beat you, then I get your spot. Because Kevin Nash, he's already got a spot. He can, because he did pretty well in last year's. And Jerry Lawler, actually, we sort of underestimated him because I didn't realize that Jerry Lawler actually had the fifth best time in that Royal Rumble match. Can't remember the time off the top of my head because it's I didn't write it down for this match, unfortunately. But yeah, it was the fifth best out of all 40 guys in there. So if Jerry Lawler can make his way in this match again, he has a good chance in doing some damage in there. Anyways, X-Pac and Shane McMahon, this is their first time competing together, and Shane's first time in the wrestling ring. So far it looks like he's doing pretty well against the veteran X-Pac. X-Pac actually competed in the Royal Rumble match last year, made his debut. And the NWO that he was a part of actually won the Royal Rumble. Scott Hall won it, and that was their faction. And it was awesome for my storyline because Scott Hall winning the Royal Rumble and like them all debuting that night. It was great. But yeah, unfortunately, if X-Pac does retain the television championship tonight, he will have the TV title for one more week. But unfortunately, he will not be able to compete in the Royal Rumble match. Because, as you guys know, I don't let champions compete in this match. I mentioned it on Raw. Except that, I don't know, actually, because there's one more week. So if X-Pac can defend it on Raw, then he's not allowed to compete in the Royal Rumble match. But other than that, he's probably pretty okay to compete. If he can, unless he defends against Shane tonight and the next guy Monday, then he's in the Royal Rumble match. I don't know. Well, let's see. He hasn't announced his intentions to be in the match. I'd assume that he would want to because of his I don't know about success last year. He didn't win it, obviously. I don't know. Actually, let's see how long he lasted last year. It wasn't anything significant. He didn't do much damage, but he lasted a minute 30, which is pretty bad. Poor X-Pac. Except that time, X-Pac's time isn't completely correct because I had to make the Royal Rumble into two parts last year because I don't know why. Because I think, oh yeah, because the battery in the camera shut off. That's why. And then I had to make it into two parts, and I had to like pause the match really quickly and then like charge it for a while and start it up again. And that was stupid. That sucked. But so the times for those guys aren't completely correct. But oh well. Oh well. But anyways, X-Pac and Shane McMahon, the winner will become, and let me get the stats right. Let me get this right when I say it. The winner will become the ninth television champion of all time. I'm not counting the guys who have been the champion twice. I guess it would be like I don't know. If you've won the championship twice, I guess it'd be like the seventh because there's two guys who have won it twice. But I don't know. Right now, well, this would be the ninth title change, like the hands change. I don't know. I don't know what we would call it, but and actually no, that's not even completely true because if X-Pac wins and he's the eighth champion to ever hold the, like, no, you know what? Let's do that once again. X-Pac is the one, two, three, four, five, sixth man to ever hold the television championship. He has held it twice. Also, Cactus Jack has held it twice. So we're not, you know, if we're going by number of men who have held it, then it is six. And Shane is looking to be the seventh man, but we're not counting it by that. I'm just gonna count title changes. Who got the stairs out? That's what I would like to know. Who got these stairs out? A little pointless if you ask me. But it's like X-Pac just throws Shane right over his shoulder, and looks like he's gonna just stomp right down on that arm. Pretty awesome tactic, pretty effective tactic if you ask me. I don't know what Shane's finisher is. I think it's like a punch or something. It's like a combo. So if you take out the arm, he's not gonna be able to throw those rights. Now X-Pac, if you've noticed, he has that awesome blue attire tonight. I just made that the other day and feeling pretty good about it. Hopefully he can defend his title in that attire, because unless this is like the unlucky blue attire. But it does look pretty good. I've made a few attires for X-Pac, and one of them was really good. One of them,
And the other one was,
it was
like,
okay,
really good.
like this one. He had like a red attire, he had a purple or red and yellow attire, a purple and yellow attire, and then this blue one, and then his green one that he wears often. But yeah, Shane McMahon's put up more of a fight than I thought he would. He's got to face a champion in his very first match. He has the opportunity to make a big impact on the programming by winning this championship in his very first match. That would be unprecedented. I don't think. Well, that's not true. There have been a few people who have won it in their very first match. For example, John Cena won a championship in his very first match. Randy Savage won a championship in his very first match. Rikishi won a championship in his very first match. Cactus Jack won one. I have no idea. I don't know what else. I think no, Brock Lesnar didn't. Brock was with us a little bit before. I'm trying to think of who defended at the Royal Rumble last year. As I have mentioned in a previous video, this Royal Rumble, it will not be a full pay-per-view. It'll only be the Royal Rumble match. So after next week, I will have the Royal Rumble, and then 2 more weeks, and then WrestleMania, and then we'll be done. So I'm very excited for that. I'm doing like a commentating binge. It's like Monday afternoon. I'm just here. Happy Martin Luther King Day, by the way. But hopefully I'll be able to upload. Actually, no, I don't think I'll be able to upload this today because I still have like 3 more videos to upload before this. So we will see. I don't know. We're gonna see. But yeah. Anyways, this is a pretty competitive match so far. These guys are really giving it everything they got. Shane McMahon, you know he is determined to win this championship in his debut. X-Pac with a big kick on the outside. Unfortunately, it's on the outside because he can't pin. Gotta just get him back into that ring, and then maybe he can pin. Looks like that's exactly what he's going for. He's gonna just put a big elbow right into the jaw of Shane, and it's 5, so he's gonna rush back in. And unfortunately, that is not. His time has run out to pin Shane McMahon because he's already up and running. But Shane with a big leg trip. Shane has shown some very good resiliency. He's been hit with a couple finishers by X-Pac, and he's fought out of them all. But Shane McMahon just a big rude awakening like move right there. And now he's gonna get him up. What's he gonna what's gonna happen right here? I can't even tell you. Could not even tell you. Looks like a snap suplex. I don't know why that's his finisher. That's like the default finisher they give everybody, besides like the DDT. But see if that's enough to put him away. 1, 2. It was a finisher all the same, and Shane McMahon becomes our 9th television champion of all time. In his very first match, Shane is our TV champion, which is awesome for him. I can't, that's great for Shane. I'm happy for him. Shane, he deserves it. He really does. And yeah, unfortunately, I guess X-Pac is free to compete in the Royal Rumble now because he's not the champion anymore. But hey, that's just how things work sometimes. Alright, you guys, it is time for our first Royal Rumble qualifying match of the night. one of these tag teams will go on to compete in the match, and the other one will unfortunately have to watch it from their house. Road Dogg and R-Truth, otherwise known as the Outlaws, are going to take on Scotty 2 Hotty, Grandmaster Sexay as Too Cool. Now, at one point, the Outlaws were actually number one contenders to the Tag Team Championship. They, once upon a time at Extreme Rules, they competed, and unfortunately they cannot beat the NWO, who doesn't even hold the titles anymore. I think the Acolyte, yeah, well, obviously the Acolytes hold the titles right now. But they've been trying to get back into it ever since. And although this match does not have tag team implications, it's got a pretty strong singles singles opportunity, because Royal Rumble's every man for himself. So that's why I don't typically like to have tag teams in there. Although the guys that we already know who have made it into the match are Jimmy and Jay Uso and Darren Young and Titus O'Neil, aka the Primetime Players. And let me see, is there anybody else who's been announced for this Royal Rumble so far? Let's give that a look. Let's give it a look. I have them all written down here, the ones who have so far made it into the match. And yep, that's it so far. So we're gonna see the next 2 entrants here tonight, and actually the next 4 entrants here tonight, because actually 5, because we have another tag team qualifying match, and then we have Kevin Nash and Jerry Lawler, and the winner will be inserted into the Royal Rumble. So we're gonna see. I can't wait. We're gonna have a stacked Royal Rumble after tonight. Already a ton of guys who have earned their way into the match. And it looks like Scotty, what's he gonna do with Road Dogg right here? It's like he's gonna put him right to the table off that DDT as Grandmaster Sexay looks on, staring his father Jerry Lawler in the face. Jerry Lawler's got to wrestle later, so he's gotta be looking out to see just to study. He has not been in the ring in a very long time. I believe his last match is actually against Tensai back in like WWE 12. I remember that like it was yesterday, because he's like, I'm a backstage interviewer, but I kind of want to get back into the wrestling spirit. So he wanted me to give him a match, and so I did, and he lost to Tensai, who was like fresh at that point. Like he was, it was like he was a rookie back then. So I gave him that match, and he lost it very miserably. It was a bit of a squash. But anyways, R-Truth's going to get in here against Scotty 2 Hotty. I don't believe these guys have ever wrestled each other before. Now, Scotty 2 Hotty and Grandmaster Sexay, they are fresh off a win against Southern Perfection, Dolph Ziggler and Heath Slater on Raw. And also a win with their friend Rikishi against the Brood. So the Brood will actually be in action tonight, not Gangrel, but Edge and Christian. Now to try and earn their way into the Royal Rumble in our second qualifying or tag team qualifying match. But today, 2 of these guys will be inserted into the match. If imagine if Grandmaster Sexay and Scotty 2 Hotty win it, and Jerry Lawler wins tonight. That means for the first time, probably the only time in my universe mode, Grandmaster Sexay, Brian Lawler, and Jerry Lawler will be competing in the same match together. We could see them meet up in that match. That'd be awesome. Awesome to see. But then again, R-Truth and Road Dogg, these guys have never been in a Royal Rumble either. No man in this ring has ever been in a Royal Rumble. So this is going to be an opportunity for one of these guys to show what they're made of. Because if we've never seen these guys in a Royal Rumble, we don't know what they can do in a Royal Rumble. If Road Dogg and R-Truth win it, R-Truth's been around since last year. And he wasn't in the last Royal Rumble, but we don't know how he can be. He can be amazing in the Royal Rumble. We don't know. He could win it. He and Road Dogg, or one of them, could win it. Or we can see like somebody like Scotty 2 Hotty win the Royal Rumble. We really have no idea. That's the beauty of the Royal Rumble. That's why I refuse to film the Royal Rumble until I'm done commentating these shows, because I want it to be a surprise for me too. Usually, like sometimes I'll commentate like a pay-per-view, and then like the week, or I'll record a pay-per-view, and then like the week before I still have to commentate, or I'll record a pay-per-view, and then I still have to like commentate like the week before that, so I have to like pretend like it's a surprise to me. No, in this instance, I am not recording the pay-per-view just for I'm not recording the Royal Rumble just because I want it to be a surprise to me. I want to like watch these matches being like, oh, one of these guys could win it. It's exciting. So I will not record the pay-per-view quite yet. I'll record it sometime this week. I don't know, Royal Rumble, because we're getting down to the grind. I'm procrastinating on so many things in my life. I was supposed to get my learner's permit like months ago, and I'm like, or not months ago, maybe a month and a half ago. and I'm procrastinating on that because I don't even know why. I feel like I have to study, and I don't know. I don't know why I'm procrastinating, but I am procrastinating on getting this finished. And I'm not really procrastinating. I'm going as fast as I can, but these shows are just insane. You have to. There's a lot that goes into these. You have to record them. You have to find time to commentate them. You have to find time to edit them and then upload them. There's a lot that goes into it. I wish I could just do the old camera method where I record the whole show on a digital camera and then just upload it straight from there. It was great. I put them on my computer and then just upload them. It was great. Very, very awesome. That was the R-Truth era. R-Truth was around during the digital era. That's what I call WWE 12, the digital era. R-Truth going for pin on Sky 2 He does not get it. This is for the big one. This is for a spot in the Royal Rumble match. That is something every SG Gaming League superstar dreams of, winning the Royal Rumble. Only one man has ever done it in history. And one of these, R-Truth, right now is hoping to become the second man in history win a Royal Rumble. Can you imagine that if R-Truth walks away the winner of the 40-man Royal Rumble? It could happen. It could definitely happen. It's all about placement. It's all about skill. Stone Cold Steve Austin, he came in at number, let me see. Stone Cold came in at number 31, and he lasted until the final 2. And he was about to, he was about to win the whole thing. So he stayed in there for 17 minutes. So it's really not impossible for some guy to come in at an earlier number and win the whole thing. You just got to stay in. You just got to find a way to stay in, stay away from people. I contribute a lot of the eliminations, or a lot of the what's it called? I contribute a lot of the lengthy times in there to the fact that people broke up eliminations all the time. But who knows? And R-Truth and Road Dogg, they're going to get a spot in the Royal Rumble match. I can't wait to see them. Can't wait to see what these guys have got. And yeah, it's going to be an awesome, awesome match for these two. And the former number one contender tag team champions, or the number one contenders for the tag team titles. I don't know what I'm calling it. Yeah, I'm very excited for these guys. Very excited to see what they can do. But it's time for our dark match of the evening. We will have Edge and Christian taking on Bulldog and Bret Hart, the Hart Foundation. I completely got cut off there. It was only a 4-second long transition. That sucked. Anyways, we are going to see, I forgot to do the replay, so I'm just going to do the end of the match here. And Christian will kick out at 0 despite Bulldog's finisher. Christian is the only man in this match who's ever been in a Royal Rumble. He was in last year's, and he and Edge are looking to do it again. Edge, actually a former WWE, or former Undisputed Champion. He's looking to get back in the title picture with a possible Royal Rumble victory, which is not out of the question. But some guy like Bulldog, he could do a lot of damage in a Royal Rumble match. And looks like he will get the opportunity because the British Bulldog and Bret Hart, they become the 6th entrants in, or the, right? This, or the 8th entrance in the Royal Rumble match? Yeah, these two are the 8th so far. And, congratulations to these guys. Also their first Royal Rumble. Here we go. Here's the match that I have definitely been waiting for. It is going to be Kevin Nash. He's going to see if he can get himself into this Royal Rumble again this year. Kevin Nash lasted a time of, let me see, I keep having to pull out this book. I should just keep it open. 6 minutes and 54 seconds, which in Royal Rumble, which in WWE, video game Royal Rumble time is pretty good. Just count out 6 minutes. Just look at the clock right now, and then in 6 minutes, actually it was 6:54. So in 7 minutes, that will be when Kevin Nash gets eliminated. It's a long time. He actually did a lot in it. He eliminated 3 men, and actually no, he didn't. He eliminated 2 men. But nevertheless, it was still something. And he will, if he wins this match tonight, he will get another opportunity. Jerry Lawler, actually, he lasted 8 minutes and 45 seconds in that match. That is very good. And he actually eliminated only 1 man, which was Goldust. And it was actually kind of cool because he and Kevin Nash actually eliminated Goldust together. So, but Jerry Lawler, he did last longer than Kevin Nash in that match. So this is kind of gives him an edge over Kevin Nash. He knows how to win a Royal Rumble match. I remember because these guys were in the ring together for a very long time in that match. There's Jerry Lawler. There's the King. We're seeing him on WWE television in that wrestling attire for the first time in a year. And, very, very awesome to see the King in action again. And hopefully it will not be the last time we see him in action. Hopefully he can compete in the Royal Rumble. I'd love to see it. Love to see him add on to his combined stats. I am keeping combined stats, by the way. I'm keeping combined eliminations, combined times. So we will see which man has like the highest. Right now, obviously the highest combined time is Stone Cold Steve Austin because there's only been one Royal Rumble so far. Most eliminations, obviously Alex Riley, but he's also tied with like 3 other guys. So who knows? Who knows? I don't know. Obviously, I do not know. But what am I doing? What is this? What's this noise? That's weird. Alright, well, hopefully my microphone's still on. Yeah, it's still on. Sorry about that. Sorry about the ear blast right there, but you know, it had to. What the heck is this? Can't figure out what that is. Every time I turn in my chair, it's like a beep, like I'm getting a message on my iPhone or something, but I'm not. Whatever. I will not let it bother me. I'll just sit here quietly. But yeah, Jerry Lawler and Kevin Nash, these two have had a pretty weird rivalry over the past couple weeks. First time these guys met was actually Jerry Lawler was interviewing Kevin Nash and Jeff Jarrett in a backstage segment after their title win, and the Outlaws came in and attacked them, and Jerry Lawler made some sort of a crack on Kevin Nash because Kevin Nash was being a little rude to him, and Nash took it upon himself to actually attack Jerry Lawler backstage. And that led to a big brawl on the stage, in which like security and refs had to be pulling these guys off each other, and it has all led to this point, an actual match between the two men, and with some big stakes. The winner will enter their second Royal Rumble, and the loser will not. Jerry Lawler actually he said that if he loses this match. If he loses this match, then he is done with SG Gaming League forever. He is banished from the company. I guess unless they put him in the actual game as a playable superstar, then I don't know. We'll see. We'll cross that bridge when we come to it. He's not in 2K14, so you know we'll just have to cross that bridge when we come to it. Jerry Lawler has not had much of a career. Kevin Nash actually has a very accomplished career, former tag team champion, and he actually holds one of the top records for most matches and most wins, I think. He's been in like 20 something matches, like 22 matches. This would be you know, another match that he's in, and if he gets another win, then that's just another win for his stats. And unfortunately I don't have these guys' records. I keep saying that I will, but now I'm just kind of going through and not really caring about records. Unfortunately. Because we have all our lives to look at records, and they're not gonna, you know, they're still gonna be there next episode. Not like we have to squeeze them in this one. But anyways, Kevin Nash has got the arm of Jerry Lawler, and Jerry just takes an elbow straight to the jaw from Kevin Nash. Jerry Lawler fights out of it though. We've not seen much offense in Jerry. He's just been kind of getting beat down by the much bigger, much stronger Kevin Nash, and looks like he is cranking back. He's just pulling those arms back. And Jerry Lawler, he does fight out of it, though. Jerry Lawler, he's a fighter. He's not going down. He's getting hit with pretty much everything Nash wants to throw at him, but he is not going down. He's mustering up just a little bit of offense in this. I don't know if it's enough to win right now, but it's something. It's enough to do a little bit of damage. But we've already seen 8 guys that will be in this Royal Rumble match, and this will be the 9th man, our 9th competitor in the Royal Rumble. So far, we have the Usos, we have the Primetime Players, we have the Outlaws, and we have British Bulldog and Bret Hart are going to be in this match. We will have more qualifying matches for you next week, but for right now, we are going to see if Kevin Nash is going to be in the second Royal Rumble match, or Jerry Lawler is going to be in the second Royal Rumble match. Very, very big opportunity either way for one of these guys. Some of these guys, like Jerry Lawler, I mean, Jerry Lawler, this is his first match of the entire year and like his second match in history, besides Royal Rumble. So, you know, this will be a pretty good opportunity. If he can win this Royal Rumble match, he will get a title match. Can you imagine? That's the thing about the Royal Rumble. I have no control over what happens in the Royal Rumble. The littlest, skinniest guy could win this match, and he would have to get a title shot. Like we could see I don't even know if he's in the match yet, but Sin Cara. If Sin Cara were to win the Royal Rumble match, that would be awful. First of all, but I mean, he would get his title shot, and I would make him a main event player. He would become a main eventer off that title win. So either way, you know, we're gonna have a man whose career is changed forever. This is gonna be the biggest moment of one of these men's careers. Right now, this would be the biggest moment of Jerry Lawler's career, I guess, besides last Royal Rumble. But he has a chance to. I mean, this is for his job. If he wins this match, not only does he keep his job, but he gets a #1 contenders match. That being, of course, the Royal Rumble, because that's just what it is. Just one great big #1 contenders match. That's the beauty of the Royal Rumble. That's the only match where we can see 40 guys in one #1 contenders match. That's a very, very awesome thing. Very fun thing. And Nash looks like he's gonna put Jerry Lawler down for the count. Powerbomb, jackknife out of nowhere. And will we see the end of Jerry Lawler's career in 3 seconds? Yes, it looks like Jerry Lawler. We will no longer see Jerry Lawler in the SG Gaming League ring, but Kevin Nash is our 9th man to qualify for the Royal Rumble match. And just as well, Kevin Nash is a big dude, big strong man, and he could do a lot of damage in a Royal Rumble match. I keep saying that for guys like British Bulldog and Titus O'Neil. These guys could do a lot of damage, but Kevin Nash too. I mean, we're gonna see those 3 guys that I just named. They're all gonna be in the match together. They're all in the same match. I don't think Nash has ever faced off against some of these guys before. There's gonna be 39 other men that are coming for him. So everybody's got to take notice. All right, you guys. Well, it looks like Stone Cold Steve Austin is coming out here tonight. Stone Cold. Actually, I think I probably know why he's coming out here. Stone Cold, I mentioned earlier, he actually has the record right now for the longest time in a Royal Rumble match, 17 minutes 22 seconds. And the Royal Rumble's in a couple weeks, so I think I may have a pretty good idea why Stone Cold's coming out here tonight. But I guess we're just gonna have to listen to him. He's not scheduled to compete, and he's been on a little bit of a losing streak lately. So I don't know how confident he has to be, but he looks pretty confident. He's strutting around that ring, despite his recent losses. I don't know. I guess we'll just gonna have to see what he has to say. I can't even imagine. I mean, I think I might have an idea of what he's gonna try and say, but I don't know. I guess we're gonna have to figure that out right in a few moments right here. Well, I hate to be the bearer of bad news in Stone Cold's part, but he's I mean, he doesn't exactly have the recent resume to be a, what do you call it, a guaranteed spot in the Royal Rumble. think he's gonna have to earn it a little more, and he's not automatically in. Scott Hall, he won it last year. It looks like he's pretty much made his intentions pretty clear. He just demoralized Stone Cold because he's been losing a lot, and he says records don't mean anything because he couldn't get it done last year. But you know Stone Cold is he's a very proud man, and he agreed to fight Scott Hall tonight. But we're gonna see if Stone Cold can build just a little bit of momentum on the 2012 Royal Rumble winner Scott Hall. I'd like to see him do it. I just want to see him win finally. Just win something, Stone Cold. If you don't, then there's a good chance he will not be competing in this year's Royal Rumble. If he doesn't deserve to compete, then he's not going to compete. Normally, guys they're pretty much just going to get, a spot in the Royal Rumble. They don't really have to qualify. But guys like Stone Cold, he doesn't win anything lately. So he's different. He's got to show me that he can hang with the big boys. If he doesn't deserve to win the Royal Rumble, then I don't think I'm going to put him in the Royal Rumble. I mean, I wish Stone Cold had done more this year. He's gotten like one win all year. He lost to Val Venus last week to get into the Money in the Bank match. I mean, I don't know if it was last week. It was sometime last week or 2 weeks ago. He lost to Val Venus, and that was his shot. Like that was his chance to do something big. If he made it into the Money in the Bank, got the Money in the Bank briefcase. Stone Cold, I used to call him the greatest superstar to have never won a world title or any kind of title. But I don't know if that's true anymore because he is showing exactly why he's never won a world title. He's less and less confident in there as he used to be. So my controller, its battery's running out, but who cares about that because I can just plug it in. Scott Hall, on the other hand, he's done a little bit this year. Not a whole lot, but he doesn't get booked a whole lot. I don't know, Scott Hall is probably safe. If he wants a Royal Rumble match, or if he wants, to be in the Royal Rumble match, he would probably get in. And why wouldn't he? He's Royal Rumble winner last year. Unless he just wants to keep himself at 100% Royal Rumble wins, 1-for-1. But why wouldn't you want to go for 2? Why wouldn't you just want to go get one more Royal Rumble win? And that's exactly what Scott Hall is probably going to want to go for. He wants another Royal Rumble win. He wants to cement himself as the true master of the Royal Rumble. So far, he's the only man who's ever won a Royal Rumble. So he's right now the master of the Royal Rumble. I guess we're gonna have to see if anything changes this Sunday. Well, I'm very excited. I'm very excited for the Royal Rumble. It's gonna be awesome. We're gonna see so many awesome things in this Royal Rumble, and yeah, I cannot wait. Cannot wait for that. Stone Cold is shoving Scott Hall away. I don't know if these guys have ever actually competed against each other before. I want to say they have. I know they duked out a little bit in last year's Rumble, but Stone Cold, he duked it out with pretty much everybody in that Rumble. I remember I got so excited whenever he would stun somebody because I just wanted to see a stunner so bad. And I remember he stunned like the Big Show twice and Santino Marella a couple times. And he stunned I don't know if he stunned Taz or something. He did something to Taz. Taz was actually kind of weird because Taz and it was the only match he'd ever been in, and he actually Taz actually was like the 4th place of all time in time being in it. Taz lasted a good 7 minutes and 8 seconds, which is pretty good, very very good. Actually, no, he was maybe around 6th place because Jerry Lawler had a better record than him. I don't know, I have no idea, but it looks like could this be the Razor's Edge so early in the match on Stone Cold? Yes, it looks like it will be Razor's Edge on Steve Austin. Looks like he's gonna Scott Hall's gonna try and pin him. 1, and just a 1 count for Scotty Hall. Stone Cold going around the back. It looks like he's got him in a headlock now, and Stone Cold's just gonna want to pull out his big moves. He's gonna want to pull out the stunner. He's gonna want to pull out the Luthez press. Want to pull out the elbow drops. The stomps in the corner. Just something that'll just get him back on the winning track, because Stone Cold's looking terrible right now. A big delaying suplex, though, that's going to help a little bit. I'm really not sure. But Stone Cold just pounding the face of Scott Hall over and over again. And that cannot feel very good. Stone Cold just going to drop the elbow down, or just drop Scott Hall's arm down on his elbow. And here are my concerns for the Royal Rumble match. I just want to like voice my concerns. My program's kind of shitty, as you guys know. Oh, there's a Lulez press. My program is a little bit shitty, so I'm not sure if it'll handle the entire Royal Rumble match. We're gonna have to see, but like that match is gonna be like 45 minutes long, and if it can't handle Royal Rumble, then I have no idea what we're gonna do, because I mean, I'm gonna like shut down my computer, give it plenty of rest before I film the Royal Rumble. But I was planning on doing it this week, but I don't know. I really want to see if it can have the capacity to film an entire Royal Rumble, and I'm not gonna have to make cuts in it. So if it lags, then that sucks. It really does. I mean, you know, I like to. I think it would be a lot better if I could just like commentate it normally and like not have it lag, so I could give you insight on all the guys. But hey, who knows? If it lags, it lags. But at least we got the Royal Rumble there. I don't know if it's gonna be able to record the whole thing. I honestly don't. Yeah, it really sucks. It does suck. Scott Hall is just pounding the face of Stone Cold. And what's he got going on now? Looks like Stone Cold gonna hit the stunner out of nowhere on Scott Hall. Scott Hall was not prepared for that, but he is prepared, because he just rolled out of the ring and gained himself a little bit of momentum. But was that enough for Stone Cold to possibly pin Scott Hall in the future and have it be a 3 count? He's got to be looking to... I mean, Scott Hall, he doesn't even look phased right now. It didn't look like that stunner did much to him. And right now he's actually looking to pin Stone Cold right now. 1, 2... Oh, just a 1 count for Scott Hall. Stone Cold's resilient, I'll give him that. That's why he lasted so long in the Rumble. He can take a lot of pain, and he can dish it out too. But Stone Cold will not go down without a fight, and he fought out of a lot of elimination. There were guys trying to throw him out every which way, and he was not buying it. He just kept fighting out. That's the kind of man we like in a Royal Rumble. But I guess I just want to see if Stone Cold can somehow make his way into the Rumble. Oh God, not another one. Scott Hall, he's just terrorizing Stone Cold. Yet another Razor's Edge right in the center of the ring. Well, not in the center of the ring. He kind of threw him in a corner right there. In the hard part of the ring. Is this going to spell the end for Stone Cold? Looks like 1, 2, and see ya bye, Stone Cold. Scott Hall wins this match. It wasn't really, it's just sort of like an exhibition. It wasn't for anything, but it definitely is a momentum builder. I'll give him that. But what was I just going to say about Royal Rumble? I have no idea. No clue what I was just about to say. Anyways, you guys, thanks for watching. We got one more week until the Royal Rumble. Boss Stand Stall is out.